Hi, my name is Janet, and this is the second video in a series of 21 days healthy benefits of a daily yoga practice. And today's health challenge is insomnia. Did you know that 30% of all people struggle with insomnia? And 10% of people who struggle with insomnia become functionally impaired because they just can't get enough rest. So before we begin to share how yoga will help you with insomnia, I want you to get some props. For one, place a blanket over your yoga mat so that your mat can be nice and soft for you to lie down on eventually. Grab some pillows. If you're lucky enough to have a bolster. Maybe an extra blanket will be helpful as well. A furry, fun, four-legged friend always helps me to rest, so if you've got a puppy or a kitty nearby, I'm sure that might help you with your practice as well. So we'll begin seated on the mat, and as you come to seated, how you breathe makes a difference in how well you sleep. Whoa, bless you. So if we can use some breathing techniques to help us relax in the evening, then we'll be able to sleep more soundly and counteract the unfortunate health challenges of insomnia, which can include cardiovascular disease, functional impairment. It can cause anxiety, mental health disorders, depression. So getting a good night's sleep is really important. So once you have yourself ready, come to seated comfortably on your mat. We're going to practice a breathing technique, breathing in and out of just the left nostril. Why the left nostril? Well, the right nostril is said to be heating to the body and creating energy. And the left is said to be cooling the body and helping to create a sense of calm. So to do this breathing technique, you take a finger and you place it over your right nostril and you breathe slowly in and out of your left nostril. So try it if you like. Sometimes it's helpful just to close your eyes and breathe in and out of your left nostril. Let's take 5 or 6 slow, deep breaths here. Nice and slow, deep and even. Maybe you even notice how as you breathe in, the breath seems to be cooling as it comes in. Cooling, calming, and relaxing. Good. If your eyes are closed, open them up. From a seated position, let's begin to round the chin to the chest and slouch down and forward. Just feeling the stretch in the back of your neck, all the way down to your tail. And then hold onto your knees and start to sit up nice and tall. Take these movements slow, as if you're slowly moving through something thick like honey. Tilt back on your pelvis so your chest pushes forward. Let your head drop back. Just breathe. Nice and slow. And then neutralize the spine, sitting up nice and tall. Let's stretch our legs forward. And as you move your legs forward, it might be helpful to pull your seat back just a little bit. This is Nikki. Here I want you to walk your hands down your legs and softly bend forward. If you're really tight in your lower back or the back of your legs, put a bend in your knees or even slide a pillow beneath your knees. And surrender and stretch. Drop your chin to your chest and let it go. And then moving slowly, start to rise back up. Let's move off of our seat and onto our hands and knees. From your hands and knees, we'll move our spine through some gentle cow-cat stretches. Really nice release for any tension in the back. Allow the knees to be hip distance apart, feet separate slightly, and wrists align right beneath your shoulders. As you breathe in slowly, drop your belly and lift your gaze upwards. Soften your shoulders from your ears. As you exhale slowly, begin to round your chin to your chest and press your back up. Do this a few few more times on your own. Breathe in, look up, tilt the tail. And as you exhale, round it out, pressing your chin toward your chest. Let's do that again. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, round the spine, pressing your back up, chin to chest. One more time. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And breathe out to round and tuck. As you inhale, come back to neutral. Walk your hands forward and soften your forearms down into puppy pose. Soften your forehead to your yoga mat, to your blanket. Sending your tail high, let your chest drop low. Taking a few breaths here, just surrendering, stretching, breathing. And then lift your head up and walk your hands up beneath your shoulders. Good. Curl your toes under and breathe out to downward facing dog. Move slow, hips go high. Your chest pushes back. Pedal out the legs one at a time. Just stretching, breathing. If it becomes too intense for you, come back down to your hands and knees or stay here for a couple more breaths with me. And now look forward and walk your feet forward toward the top of the mat. Keep your feet separated hip distance or more. Bend your knees so much that your belly rests on your thighs and sweep your hands behind your back. You can add a strap if you cannot interlace your fingers behind you. Add a strap or a towel or something so you can hold on. And then bend forward, sending your arms over your head. Keep a generous bend to the knees so you have plenty of space. Let your head hang heavy. Just breathe. When we fold forward like this, it slows down the nervous system, sends a message of calm to the mind and to the body. And then slowly release your fingertips down to your yoga mat, shifting onto your left foot, shifting onto your right foot, send your left knee to the back of the mat, left foot to the back of the mat. Move the right foot forward and bring your hands inside of the right foot. Begin to toe heel your right foot toward the outer right edge of your mat. Be sure that your right knee is behind your right ankle. And then if you have space, lower down to your forearms. Let your head hang heavy and just stretch. Releasing tension in the hips and the lower back with this nice calming stretch. Start to make your way back up onto your palms and toe heel your right foot across the mat more toward your left thigh. Then come onto the right shin. You can place a blanket or a block underneath your right hip if you're really tight in the hips. Or slide your left leg back further and round forward over the right shin, right thigh. Maybe your forehead comes down. And we just relax. This posture is called pigeon, because it's sort of like the shape of a pigeon where it's sitting on the ground. So just surrender, settle on in. Be aware of your breathing. This activity that happens from the moment of birth all the way through life can really affect our ability to relax, to calm down, to find rest, to combat insomnia. We're going to start to make our way slowly onto the palms and awkwardly back to tabletop position. From tabletop position, let's open the knees wide, bring your big toes to touch and push your hips back toward your heels. Stretch your arms forward, soften and breathe. Can you feel a difference in the right and left sides in your lower back and your right hip compared to your left from the stretches we just did? Child's pose is a posture that little ones, children, are said to sleep in. Let's start to make our way back up to tabletop, coming onto the hands and knees. Once you are aligned, curl your toes under and slowly find your down dog stretch. Hips go high.
Let's hang out here for a few breaths. If it's too much for you, come on down to your hands and knees once again. Or stay with me just a little bit longer. And then from here, let's lift the gaze and walk to forward fold. Keep the feet separated up here. Keep the knees bent. Reach behind your back. See if you can grab a hold of your hands. Notice how your hands are woven together. Now change it so the other thumb now comes on top. Doesn't that feel weird? It's nice to make those little changes in the body. And as you fold forward, see if you can send your arms over your head. Use a prop like a blanket or strap if need be. Take one more breath here. And then surrender your fingertips back down to your yoga mat. We're going to shift now onto the left foot and send the right foot to the back of the mat, lowering to the right knee and toe heeling the left foot to the outer left corner of the mat. Moving it forward and out so that the left knee lies behind the left ankle. And then lowering down to your forearms if you can. Feel free to add your blankets, your props as needed as you come on down. Let your head hang heavy. Surrender, just breathe, let it go. And let's slowly make our way back up onto our palms. And we're going to carefully toe heel the left foot to the right side of the mat. And the left knee lies down. The left foot comes toward the right thigh or hip, and then slide the right leg back. Add a prop under the left thigh if you need to, and begin to surrender forward into pigeon. Settle on down. Some things that keep us awake at night are achy muscles, sore back, things like that. So this yoga practice is nice treatment to help you relax, release some of the agitations of your body so that you can really surrender, really let go. Take a couple more breaths here, letting go, relax. And then slowly start to make your way back up to tabletop. And from tabletop position, open your knees wide, bring your big toes together to touch. Press your hips back to your heels. Stretch your arms forward and soften to your mat, child's pose. Bring your awareness to your breath and let your breath flow slow and deep. And then let's slowly start to make our way back up to tabletop position. From tabletop position, we're going to cross at the ankles and slowly sit back on your yoga mat. Good. Let's come to lying on the back. Make your way down nice and slow, maybe holding your legs as you go, and drop both knees into your heart. Giving yourself a little bit of a squeeze as you lie down. Rock gently side to side, feeling a slow and gentle release in the lower back region. Making this a nice easy twist to release the back and help you wind it down. Take your arms out like the letter T and have your palms facing down so you feel supported and in complete control and less work. If twisting is difficult for you, maybe your feet come to the mat. If you would like a deeper stretch in your back, draw your knees to your chest and drop both knees over to the left side. From here, take your left hand and place it on the right thigh to help bring the knees closer to the earth. Maybe your right shoulder is lifted off the mat. It's okay, just relax. Begin to turn your gaze to the right and turn your right palm open to the ceiling, relaxing your right shoulder, right forearm, the back of your right hand onto the mat. Soften. And again, if the shoulder doesn't touch, it's okay, just relax. And then slowly begin to unravel the twist and bring both knees in. Wrap both arms around your knees. Give yourself a squeeze. Stretch out your lower back. Good. And then take your arms out like the letter T, palms down for complete control. And then drop both knees to the right. Bring the knees as tightly in as you did on the first side, balancing out both sides of your body. Now your right hand comes to rest on the left thigh and pulls the left knee closer to the earth. Turn your gaze to the left and open your left palm up toward the ceiling. As best you can, you're relaxing the back of your left hand, forearm and left shoulder to the mat. Letting yourself unwind here. Finding some relaxation so you'll fall asleep more easily. Continue to rest on the right side of your body as you bring your left hand over your body and place it in front of your heart. Softening here on the right side for a moment, and then use some arm strength to press yourself up to seated. So we're going to come to Shavasana with the support of the legs and the neck to help you really feel comfortable and relaxed. And so I have gathered 4 pillows from my bed here. You may find you want 4 or 5 or just 1 or 2 or maybe no pillows at all that would rest beneath your legs. And elevating the legs takes pressure off of the low back and provides a little comfort there. In addition to that, I recommend that you grab an extra blanket to support your neck. And again, everybody's different, so you may find this works for you or maybe not. But let's lay this blanket out, and perhaps your blanket is folded something like mine. And what I would like you to do is take the folded edge of the blanket, not the tickly fringy part, and begin to roll it up. And you're going to roll it up a little bit, maybe 2 or 3, not too big unless you want an extra boost for your neck. And place that blanket right there at the top of your mat where your head will be resting. Now, if the fringy side is away from you, you'll be able to roll it up or roll it down. If the fringy side were here, I wouldn't be able to move it at all. So that's why the fringy side goes away, in addition to the fact that it can tickle and that can be disruptive. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to take is my pillows and bring them to the lower end of the mat and place them beneath my thighs as I lie down. So sort of arrange your pillows in a way that works for you, higher or lower, depending on what you feel might work best. And elevating your legs onto the pillows, slowly lie back down. Now, as you lie back down, you can see my blanket roll seems a little bit low for me, so I have the ability now to drag it up a little bit. And as I drag it up, I can adjust the height of my neck support. Personally, today I want a little less support, so I'll put it right about there. Good. Now that I'm here, I'm going to ask you to place your hands on your belly, or maybe one on your heart if you can do so in a relaxed fashion. For me, my hands on my belly are a little bit better. Now, rather than focusing on the to-do list or whatever might be something that happened earlier today, I'm simply going to focus my awareness on my breath. Now, there is a specific breathing technique that helps your body relax. And this technique involves elongating your exhalation, your out breath. So try this with me if you want. Breathe into the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out to the count of 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale deeply, quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale slowly. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it on your own and notice the effects as you breathe in a little more rapidly and exhale to twice that length of time. And as you practice this breathing technique, begin to notice how your body softens and relaxes. And soon you'll fall fast asleep. And perhaps if you make a habit of this, when you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you can't fall back asleep, Try laying back exactly like this. And count your breath. 4 breaths in. 2, 3, 4, and 8 breaths out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then when you begin to wake up in the morning, well rested and feeling healthy, move slowly. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Stretch like a kitten all the way out. Placing your feet maybe on the mattress, pushing the pillows away. And roll onto your side and just pause on your side. And notice your breathing. And stay relaxed and calm. And then slowly find your way upright to seated. Come back full circle to where we started. And when you arrive, bring your hands to prayer position in front of your hearts. Gaze softly down over your fingertips or close your eyes. And notice how calm you feel. How peaceful, well rested. Draw your hands up to the third eye, the space between your eyebrows. What an honor to guide your practice today. Yoga is a cure or a health benefit in managing sleeplessness and insomnia. Here's to your good health. Namaste. Thank you all so much for participating in the 21-day series, Healthy Benefits of a Daily Yoga Practice. 21 days because we need 21 days to establish a new habit. And it's a great habit, so I hope you'll stick with it. Thank you for subscribing to Free Yoga Club. I appreciate your comments. I'd like to know how your yoga practice is benefiting your health or what health challenges you face so that I can address them in our future practice.